This table's about to get a hole because my dick cannot contain itself to the mortal confines of my pants! Hashtag Team Phasalia. I'm sorry, Carlotta, but I cannot deny how good of a character Cantarella is. This isn't my dick talking. I am proclaiming this from the heart. Now, from her debut, yes, the tongue. Oh, the goon was powerful. But after playing the main story, playlist in the description, I learned of how intelligent she was. I witnessed how strong she was. I loved how selfless she was. Cantarella is a wonderful character who just happens to make my willy go ha. I could glaze endlessly, or you could watch me play through her companion quest. And spoilers, I ended up pulling for Cantarella when I thought I would never. She's really that great. And now, you lot are gonna learn that too. So let's go. What the hell? SOS? No person waiting? Just some eerie text message from Ghost Girl A. Even Ghost wanna slide into his DMs.
Night of Remembrance. And this message, is it a prank?
Imagine if it really was though. And then Ghost Girl A comes out being like, prank, baby. The longer you stare at the message, the more the words seem to twist and distort, heightening your unease. This is literally how I feel when I'm about to reply to a girl, and I fumble every time.
What's this smell? I can't take it. This weird frequency is coming from that message.
Wow, a smell that's even worse than a Thermodian? What did we pick up?
My head. So dizzy.
Looks like we've been hit by the weird frequency in that message.
You weren't just hit, you were gassed beyond reckoning. Maybe that message is full of shit.
Are you here for the Night of Remembrance?
I'm here to learn about the Night of Remembrance.
It's the only night in a year the lost souls return to the mortal realm. Wear your mask and blend into this special gathering.
So it's a local Halloween event? But that whole thing with masks. Bro, I'm about to be a menace.
That's a plain reaction. Why not see for yourself? All you need is a mask.
I got a mask, just not sure if it's got the right vibe, you know?
Like this one?
The mask of the laureate. What an honor to meet the new laureate in person. Yes, this one will do perfectly.
All right, never mind. It worked out.
The laureate enjoys the same privileges as the host of this festival, so please enjoy yourself tonight.
Got some clout too? Let's go then. Oh, wow, this really is Arena C to Halloween. The orange lights, the apples, the spookies. It's so Halloween coded. Like Masquerade Halloween, if you get it. Jellyfish? Cantarella, where are you? And there she is. Ah, I'm never gonna get enough of that gaze. Wait up!
Cantarella? What's she doing here?
Alright, you were in heels. Sure you couldn't have gotten that far.
What a pleasure to meet you again.
Ooh! Ho-ho! I'm ready for some Cantarella backshots.
So what brings a distinguished laureate to this ghostly place? Are you here to savor the underworld's wonders and dance with its spirits?
Originally, it was for the ghost girl, but you're right. I'm here to savor the wonders of your underworld.
What harm could there be in a ghost of the deep reveling among spirits?
I know the Blessed Maiden, you, is technically dead, but that don't make you a ghost.
On the Night of Remembrance, it's only natural that the departed return to the mortal realm for their unfulfilled wishes.
That sounds dangerous, because some people die with a vengeful regret, and when they come back, they keep that energy.
It'd be best if they didn't stir up trouble for the living.
Alright, it's good we're on the same page for that at least.
Lost souls find peace only when their wishes are fulfilled. Then perhaps they'll stop haunting people.
Does she know about my letter? But alright, how are we gonna fulfill Ghost Girl A's wishes so she stops gassing me up, literally?
Since fate has brought you here, why not offer your aid to those poor restless souls? I'll join you, of course.
So outside Ghost Girl A, you want me to help out Ghost Girls B, C, D, E, F, G, etc.? But what's in it for you?
Who knows? It might actually be you doing me a favor.
Well, it's your companion quest, so surely your role is a lot bigger than just an event participant.
Every Night of Remembrance brings its own theme, and this year, it's the Ghost Girl.
Okay, first off, props to Cantarella's voice actor. Yeah, she can really savor those syllables. But Ghost Girl theme. Ghost Girl A?
Imagine this. An innocent girl lost in the dark sea. Fear ripping her apart as her soul drifts away. while her body sinks ever deeper into the abyss. Despair consumes her bit by bit until she transforms into a monstrous phantom.
Why does that kind of sound like the Thenodian corruption process, or something surrounding the Dark Tide? But the main point is, that's how these girls become ghosts, probably.
A thrilling story, don't you agree? Like savouring a medium-rare lamb chop served with oysters. One tender slice and the crimson...
Ow! The tongue!
Just the right flavour to the already exquisite dish.
Cantarella. Oh, I swear she can make anything sound like sex. Sensual, delicious sex. Wait, what were we talking about again? Oh, right. How I'd rate the story. It's exquisite, only because you told it. Do that some more.
So we share similar tastes. How wonderful.
Great minds think alike, or in this case, taste alike. We should totally French.
Hidden among the stalls set up for tonight are 3 riddles entwined with the tale of the ghost girl. Yet these stalls are rather elusive. Rumor has it that they might even be run by demons.
Guess we've got to know who the ghost girl is before we can even help her. But I've got a surefire way of getting information from a demon. Intimidation.
Are you a demon? Oh, I'm sorry. Are you a demon?
But of course, there are no demons in this world. Only distorted frequencies, or men cloaked in disguise, driven by their unmet desires.
So everything paranormal is either just a frequency or some fucked up dude in cosplay.
Dealing with them requires no money. Instead, they sift through your desires, choosing what to claim for themselves.
That sounds like what the Thenodian does.
Isn't that enchanting? There's no thrill in simply buying all your heart's desires with mere money.
That's because you're not broke, Miss Head of the Phasalia.
And now, we have the main course for tonight. Whoever solves all 3 riddles and uncovers the mystery of the ghost girl can ask the host for an elixir.
I think that's her way of saying this is the main plot of the quest, along with the prize.
Whether to turn stones into gold, grant eternal youth, or even bring the dead back to life. Whichever you want, this potion is here to make it real.
Hey yo, stop the cap!
Come and join me in this game. I know you won't let go of any potential clues.
I also gotta remind myself, we're doing this to get the stink off of us.
Besides, there are certain places that only you may be able to reach.
Oh, that seems oddly tailored.
As for me, I happen to need a special elixir myself.
Rover, she's talented with poisons, not potions, I don't think.
Well, it requires more than you might imagine. The finest ingredients, precise procedures, impeccable techniques, and of course, the proper mood.
Wait, is that why when witches cook in their cauldrons, it's always dark?
But with you at my side, even the most intricate elixir would be a delight to create.
Alright, I guess our date's turning into a chemistry practical class.
I'd love to explore this with you, be it elixir or poison.
Me too.
Offer your soul.
Does everyone in Rita Cedar sing well or something? You sound great, Cantarella.
That sounds uncanny.
Forgive me if it unsettles you. It's an old folk song about the Night of Remembrance. They say its eerie melody has a strange frequency that can draw the attention of ravenous demons.
Well, it sure worked, 'cause I'm here.
There it is, the first stall.
At this moment, she seems capable of summoning demons herself. Without hesitation, you follow her lead. Okay?
Unfortunately, my friend here isn't driven by greed.
Unfortunately? Wait, so you're into greedy people?
All we seek is the first riddle of the ghost girl.
You'll have to trade me something entertaining.
Alright, get ready. Oh, what is this? The strange frequency surrounding you seems to urge you to perform. A melody floods your mind, and your fingers move involuntarily as a beautiful melody flows from your fingertips. So is this like air piano?
How marvelous.
This demon was the pinnacle of Rover glazing. He poetically complimented my piece for, I don't know, a good minute or two? Sheesh.
As promised, here is the first riddle, the Siren's song. Long ago, a group of girls followed the Siren's call out of town. They journeyed to the crown atop the mountain. and to the waterfall that cascaded into the depths.
Did those girls go to a Threnodian home? That crown is what's getting to me, because that's how Threnodians control, remember? Maybe the Siren's call is actually the Threnodians' whispers?
Beyond this riddle, I, Mammon, have yet another gift to offer for your performance.
I was not kidding when I said he glazed us hard. 2 gifts for the price of 1 performance.
Please take this music box. It's dusty with age, but it might just sing again with a song like you just played.
Looks more like half an apple. That aside, how did we know about that song we just played to begin with?
That person does seem a bit extra.
Even Rover agrees. We appreciate a compliment. That was like we parted the Red Sea.
It's understandable. Hearing a laureate perform is an honor, a blessing for everyone in Renacita.
Okay, there really is a divine value to being a laureate, which actually makes sense when I think back to what being a laureate actually means. God talked to us. Cantarella taps the music box, but it doesn't work as expected. You don't tap broken machinery, you beat it.
So that's why this little thing isn't behaving. Someone must have silenced it, leaving it unable to sing.
So like, it's missing a cog inside, or...
If you look at this music box from above, doesn't it resemble a big apple?
In another reality, that's what Apple tech products look like.
Indeed it does. Perhaps Mammon has offered us a little aperitif.
I've spoken English all my life. What the hell was that word?
I know where we need to go next.
Cantarella was right. These shop owners are demons. Timu Beelzebub head ass.
I know what you came for.
Then give it to us.
Without exceptional insight and unparalleled courage, all you'll end up with are mere scraps.
The attitude of this guy? Wow.
If you lack what I seek, and just swallow the scraps with the ashes.
Swallow the scraps? How about you swallowed my dick?
Good enough for the fishes, perhaps, but hardly something to serve at the table.
We're with royalty here. She accepts only the most exquisite or nothing.
This distinguished friend of mine deserves nothing less than the finest dish and the freshest apple.
Okay, I guess you got my back as well. Great minds really do think alike.
Well then, give it a try. May you find the freshest apple.
From Apple music boxes to legit apples. That must be why we came here.
Go on, make a choice. Let's see if this apple holds the prize you seek.
Mom, help!
That one, please.
The rumors are true. Nothing escapes your keen gaze, Cantarella the Bane.
Bro, the voice actor for Beelzebub is like wine. It's old, but it's smooth as f***. Fingers crossed he gets to voice an actual playable character one day.
Allow me to serve the main dish. Here comes the second riddle, the red apple. The girls lined up for their apples, each one in a vivid, glistening red. But why would apples appear in the deep sea?
This immediately makes me think of the Promised Neverland.
Whether it brings luck or misfortune, taste it and see for yourselves.
I think Snow White was very unlucky then. Whoops.
People of Renacita often use coin tosses for divination.
We use it when we can't make up our damn mind. Let fate decide,
Heads up signifies good fortune. Tails up, however, invites misfortune.
So I guess you want to get head? The front of the coin features a doll in a red hat, while the back shows one in blue. The coin has an unusual appearance, with uneven ribbed edges.
Are these dolls blessed or cursed?
It's red versus blue all over again. Don't make me pick a side.
Perhaps the last riddle will give us a clue.
Nvidia? Girl, you definitely got the visuals.
Which is the most beautiful among these dolls? Wait, this one's got to be a bit less pretty. Can't let it outshine me.
But you're wearing a mask. We literally can't see your looks. But not to worry, you possess two things that those skulls don't have.
They're all gorgeous, but none quite live up to my standards.
Is this what they call a backhanded compliment?
What do you think? Which doll stands out the most?
Mom? After a moment, she picks up a doll with a red hat. I guess red really is the more attractive color.
If we obey the divine will, does that really bring us luck?
Divine will? The Sentinel's gone, remember? As you hold the doll, its features suddenly sharpen and become lifelike. Its delicate brows, bright eyes, and elegant attire seem to come to life in the blink of an eye. Oh, hell no!
For dessert, I present you with fortune cookies.
Is this a Huanglong import?
This is the last riddle. The round hat. A girl dons her red dancing shoes and wears a scarlet hat, ready for the final act of her performance.
That's it?
Now, all the riddles are in your hands. Whether the answers will rise like bubbles from the witch's cauldron? Well, that's up to you.
So to summarize, first riddle, girls go to a dark castle from a siren's call. Second riddle, girls find an apple underwater. Third riddle, dancing with a round hat. Huh? Now this is where discussions should take place, not standing out in some random field.
Now all the riddles are here. However, they are entangled in a maze of seaweed.
I saw a narrative with those riddles, but like, I'm not seeing the entanglements.
How would you free them from the maze?
Before we answer that, Rover, are you okay? Dude, the feds are not onto you. You're alright.
A dusty, broken music box, a cog-like lucky coin, and a doll in a red hat.
Oh, we're looking at the items. Well, first off, we know the music box is faulty, and we happen to have a cog, so surely those two go together. I'm just not sure on the doll.
They're all out of production now. None of the music boxes these days use this kind of cog. Looks like these little trinkets are relics from the past.
But if 2 of 3 components go together, surely they all will.
As a girl, I used to while away those endless, quiet hours in the castle by playing with such things.
And as adults, we all still do the same thing. It's called Lego.
Perhaps some part of me still remembers what to do. No, I'm certain I still do.
Cantarella carry? Ah, so that's what it all looks like together.
All we need is the laureate's performance to breathe life back into this old relic.
Which one? You know what? Rover was the one that taught Shawkeeper how to play the piano, so him being able to play a tune makes perfect sense.
The show begins.
Okay, I'm already starting to feel a little bit creeped out. Go on. And it's summoning. Alright, remember, there's no ghosts, it's just a frequency. I mean, just the music box, the ghostly girl dancing, or rather the doll. That's some horror tropes all in one, so I'm already feeling unsettled. What's going on? Spin to win? Are you okay? Oh, she's not anymore. And she went down. Right, yeah. The melody evokes a sense of familiarity, reminding you of that place, Portoveno Castle. Here's our Cantarella link, Ghost Girl A, and the Phasalia family. What really went on with you two? Whoa! Oh, a sharp headache interrupts your thoughts. The distorted frequency is intensifying. Through the pain, you find a reason to visit the Phasalia Castle. Phasalia, no pain, no gain policy added again.
Ugh. What was that? My head. This pain's getting worse.
Man, this is the first time I've seen Rover in so much pain. He's looking like the Akira meme now.
You've been under this influence far too long, especially in a place filled with spirits. I should have warned you sooner.
You mean distorted frequencies? You're alright. I can take a Threnodian. What's a few funny frequencies to us?
Come to my castle. I have potions there that can help ease the strain.
Thanks, but like, you seem oddly familiar with everything I'm experiencing. As purple and poisonous looking as the Phasalia estate looks, I'm not feeling worried. Really changes things once you actually know a person. I used to think that was a crazily poisonous looking drink, but nah, it was made by Cantarella. And when I'm with Cantarella, I feel in the safest hands.
Hope this can help you feel better. This potion is crafted from freshly crushed barnacle leaves, mixed with the sap of violaca, sea okra, and sea apple.
That sounds so good. I need more WuWa food.
Each of these lovely plants is cultivated here, hand-picked, sorted, and blended by my own hands.
Finally, we get some Cantarella home cooking.
As the poisonous ingredients entwine, their toxins soften over time, like nightmares transforming into the sweetest dreams.
When they say that the Phasalias are good with poisons, they're not just good with the lethal part. They're so good, they can make it nutritious.
Don't worry.
Legs!
Perfect.
Very thick.
And even delightful.
That camera angle was delightful.
Though I may not be able to lift the curse binding you just yet, I can certainly help tame it for now.
There's another part of me that needs some taming. Could you help me with that? Look at Rover. He's not looking respectfully. The potion eases your headache, bringing clarity to your mind. With renewed focus, you try to explore the castle for more clues. I don't think it's a good idea to be prying into people's houses without their permission. Hold on, you're not Phasalia's staff. Who are you? Wait, no. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Come back. Her round hat draws your attention. A striking resemblance to the one worn by the dancing doll in the music box. Alright, I think we got a ghost here. Seeing that her presence here is no coincidence, you brace yourself to ask her some bold questions. Let's straight up then. Are you one of the ghost girls? The girl attempts to speak, but all that escapes is unintelligible mumbling. It's alright, non-verbal communication's a thing too. The girl nods decisively before running off to another area. Okay, you want me to check that out? Bet, I'm coming. The crimson plant resembles an apple, yet it seems more like a peculiar marine creature.
Apple in the sea. Sea apple.
Ah, nice work, Rover. So was that the apple the girls from the riddle were about to get? Another plant, but with the same description.
Jelly rose, round hat. Could the round hat worn by the girl in the riddle actually be a poisonous jelly rose medusa?
To be honest, I'm more surprised how much Rover knows in terms of biology.
If that's true, then the ghost girls indeed have a connection to the Phasalias.
Yeah, but surely this is the tip of the iceberg.
I need to discuss this with Cantarella.
Mom? You find Cantarella finishing. Oh, f the dialogue. Let me watch her dance. Look at her. The grace. The beauty. Oh, mama. The sadness? Rover with the slow clap. I'll make those cheeks clap faster though.
I'm glad to see you're feeling better. We can finally have a proper conversation.
I have questions.
Did you come all this way for me?
Yes.
Or are you in search of the secrets slumbering in the deep?
Both. I come for you to come for the secrets of the deep.
Such greed.
See, she likes greedy men.
What exactly are the sea apples and the jelly roses in the garden used for?
The sea apple's surely poisonous. Thanks, Snow White. As for the jelly roses, I don't know, bad fashion taste?
The crimson sea apple, also called the alluring reaper, is a dangerous plant. A single bite can lead to paralysis, suffocation, or the excruciating pain of a burnt throat and torn organs.
Bro, Snow White ate this? Wow, that would have gone dark. Just like the screen.
As for the jelly roses, their blooms will transform into jelly rose medusae. These little ones can produce a neurotoxin that induces intense hallucinations, and in extreme cases, causes the body to seize and twist in a violent, uncontrollable dance of death.
Why is everything out here to give you a horrid, gruesome death? And the Phasalias just casually grow these guys like it's another Monday.
The red apple in the second riddle refers to the sea apple, and the round hat in the last riddle points to the jelly rose medusa.
Both very painful, but clear connections to the Phasalia family.
As for the first riddle, Siren's song, the crown atop the mountain and the waterfall that cascaded into the depths below clearly points here, a crown-like castle that sits atop a jagged cliff with a waterfall rushing down.
Ah, okay, so it wasn't a Thermodian, it was a Phasalia estate.
It seems the girls in the riddle were lured into the Portovino castle.
And that's probably where they died excruciating deaths from the poisons of the apple and the flower?
The strange frequencies coming from the music box probably reflect the suffering of the ghost girls who were poisoned and tortured in the castle.
No wonder the frequency stinks so bad. That's a frequency made from a dark and horrid death. And look at our man's clench.
Why? Why would the Phasalia family do this? I don't believe you'd engage in such senseless cruelty or take pleasure in others' suffering.
This is a serious Rover, but he should be mad. Young girls are dying painful deaths, and no one stopped it yet.
There's one Phasalia tradition that might explain it. The divine trials.
I thought that trial involved touching a sword, not torture.
It's a ritual to select a maiden of extraordinary willpower, a Phasalia who can withstand the Thermodian's whispers. I assume such extreme methods were needed for the trials.
Oh, this was like prior to the sword. This part of the trial was actually selecting the candidates.
I never imagined you'd solve the mystery so quickly. You never cease to amaze me.
Literally right back at you. Do you think I'm playing this quest with both hands?
The truth behind the Ghost Girl riddle is none other than the grim secret of the divine trials.
And now we know why this is Cantarella's companion quest.
The blood and tears shed in these trials throughout the years have seeped into this castle and concocted what we now call the Sea of Ghosts.
So rather than coming back as vengeful spirits, the frequency said domain expansion, and now their suffering is a whole ass dimension.
With you by my side, I would relive that trauma and unfold the layers of forsaken time for a closer look.
Even Cantarella recognizes this as something traumatic. Someone as strong as her. Well, if you're going to confront your traumas, better to do it with someone you trust.
If you find these scabs have somehow crept onto my very flesh and feel the need to cut them away, I'll place my full trust in you and leave it in your hands.
I'm sure we'll find another way to get those things off of you without harming you. We did it with Cardathea.
I've witnessed you cleanse the chaos of the inverted tower, restoring order to the heavens and seas. If you are the one to pass final judgment on me, it would be the highest honor.
It's not even laureate clout anymore. Cantarella values our help that much, but you cannot devalue your contributions. None of my achievements would even happen if not for you.
Now, the answers we seek lie in the depths of fierce undercurrents. Will you join me and dive into the deep sea?
Sure, I'm good at swimming. But Cantarella's better. You just drown like a normal person.
Then let's dive in together.
How do you feel about skinny dipping?
Once we enter the sea, I'll be right by your side, hugging. No poisonous creature shall harm you.
This isn't even gooning. That's just a romantic line.
For you are the one I've chosen.
Oh, might as well just propose then. Cantarella? More like Cantarizla. Sheesh! Even we can't handle it.
Excellent. Together we dive into the sea of ghosts.
Is this still Portovino Castle? Something feels off.
It's way too bright for starters. Like they aired out the poison yesterday.
Yes and no.
Again?
The overflowing frequencies have enveloped the entire castle, forming this sonoro.
Ah, so we're technically still in the castle, but it's not the right version of the castle.
Listen closely to these whispers of the past.
You are Team Visalia, or you are Team Nothing.
Piece together these fragile clues, and the answers will emerge on their own.
Gotta remember, our main goal here is to give Ghost Girl A legit peaceful rest.
With a bit of light, though, we can hold back the darkness.
Good thing I've got Spectro Rover on main today.
As long as it flickers, it can guide us out.
So the floating lamp is like our wayfinder of sorts?
I, Cantarella Thessalia, hereby grant you unrestricted passage through Portoveno Castle.
That's what I mean by consent, Rover. Now we can comfortably check out her house. Switching dimensions? Oh right, the Sonorosphere is multiple iterations of the same castle all in one. Aha, that's creative. Oh, Kuro Games, you and your innovations. Post Tomotoki here, because I can't be stopped reading all of that, so let me summarize it for you. The first note sort of draws a parallel between the Night of Remembrance and this whole ghost mystery. Solve it, and you get an elixir. We see 6 total candidates for this selection process. Mandragora, Hebanon, and Cantarella are highlighted in particular for some reason, but not to ignore the other girls. We got Chloe, Anis, and Marina. Maybe Cantarella and her posse are the favorites, I don't know. Anyway, then we learn about the first trial of the selection process. Find the 3 most toxic sea apples from the depth and bring them back by any means necessary. And considering the candidates were forbidden to use external tools to measure its toxicity.
A potion that can grant any wish. Sounds familiar.
See? Rover's onto it too.
Girls must have been lured here by such impossible promises.
Kind of like when you guys are lured to those ads which talk about MILFs being within 5 kilometers of your area.
Cantarella, since you were part of the trials yourself, why not just tell me the secret?
Because she needs the screen time.
During the trials, the ever-present abyss silently watched over us. I can feel that the Sonorosphere has recreated that same ominous gaze.
We've all felt that gaze when teachers look over us during exams and then do that weird nod. Like, why are you sabotaging my mentality, ma'am? Is it not A?
If I were to reveal everything about the past all at once, this Sonoro could grow unstable, or even collapse, drowning us in its wake.
Even in games, I can't cheat in my exams. Come on.
So let's listen carefully to what the sea is trying to tell us.
I am under the water. Please help me.
Here we have a note from one of the candidates, Chloe, addressed to another candidate, Anis. Other than just venting her nervous chills and being a bit stunned at the royal decorum of the Thessalias, we get some insight into an unsettling Thessalia girl, who believes poison can be a medicine too, assuming it's administered with the right amount. It's obviously Cantarella, okay? This info actually helps Chloe overcome her nerves a little, and we learn about her potential motivations in wanting the elixir. JoJo! Yes, it's a fucking JoJo reference here. For JoJo's sake, what's a little poison anyway? JoJo's part 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, she'll down a liter of bleach for that story. Getting off topic, we also finally learned why in that first note, Chloe and 2 others were not highlighted. They're not of Phasalia blood. Non-Phasalia's doing the divine trial? What?
The divine trials stand as a hallowed tradition of the Phasalia family, a ritual that demands every family member to offer their daughters to face the ordeal.
Was it ever explained as to why it was so female exclusive?
Yet tales of these perils have driven some to seek out young girls resembling their own and use them as substitutes. These girls' parents are often offered a generous sum of money or sweet promises as compensation.
I mean, for the Phasalia parents who did that, like, at least they loved their daughter, so much so they'd willingly damn another's.
Behind this intricate web stands the late head of Phasalia. To him, the Phasalia daughters who had been replaced were nothing more than useless stones.
I guess it's because these daughters didn't want to devote themselves to their grand cause.
The substitutes, however, he considered rough gems that could be polished into dazzling jewels through suffering.
It's always a yes-no with these people. Like, it's great that the family's open to even those who aren't of blood, but remember, beauty is pain.
Regardless of blood, the maiden must be a Phasalia. To this end, no sacrifice was too great.
And I guess to be a Phasalia, you must be toxic.
This book looks familiar. Just put it back on the right shelf.
A librarian's wet dream, but alas, you'll still find Zootopia siding next to Ant-Man, the picture novel.
Well done. You never disappoint me.
Wish my parents said the same.
They say most questions can be answered in books, but can they really?
No, that's why ChatGPT is a thing. Chloe's messaging Anis again, probably because they are both not true Phasalias. In any case, she recounts the after effects of trying 4 different poisons. She probably would have died if not for Cantarella giving her some medicine, which didn't completely heal her, but you know, she lived. She does have a bit of prejudice towards the Phasalias, but she starts to question that after Cantarella's healing. She even considers getting her help to create a potion that can fix JoJo! Lastly, the 2 also invented a more secure means of communicating, due to increased security. 3 knocks.
Hum a special tune. What a divine breeze.
Indeed, I could see underneath your skirt. Another note, but addressed to blank. Actually, it might have been Cantarella. Anyway, the first section just details her inability to handle the sea apple's poison, as well as her grievances of that. Believing that since she's not a real Phasalia, she won't awaken any special plot armor against the poisons she'll face. But she pulls a David Goggins and takes full accountability over the situation. Then, we learn that we're not going to hear from Anis anymore. Literally. The poisons destroyed her vocal cords. There's another girl we met that sounds like that, right? Although she can't really make any proper sounds. But this is post-Tomotoki speaking. I didn't connect the dots till later. Still, all Chloe does here is for JoJo!
The Phasalia family is built on poison. And from a young age, every Phasalia child is introduced to it. Years of exposure gradually build up our resistance. At first we suffered, but over time, few poisons could harm us.
Find yourself a toxic partner. That'll change things.
We are no longer merely the bearers of poison. We become the poison itself.
Like I've said, Cantarella is literally toxic. But honestly, with the toxic head start the Phasalia girls had, I genuinely wonder, has there ever been a non-Phasalia who won out the trial? We lost Chloe. Oh, this is a dark story. Oh. Wow, that was a bit of a jump scare.
Sweet dreams, girls. May you rest in peace.
So these are the lingering spirits of some candidates who died during the trials. Feels bad, man. Wait a second. That door. Bro, where's the ebony gatekeeper?
Maybe try knocking 3 times.
Knock on wood.
It seems safe here. We can catch our breath amid the surging undercurrents.
Ain't this place from Cantarella's Convene animation?
Before opening the door, have you ever imagined a scene where seawater rushes out, flooding everything before you?
In a dream, I think? But turns out I just pissed myself.
But for now, I don't think that will happen. We haven't quite reached the deep waters yet.
So I guess things are just gonna get darker from here.
Should we go now and see what the jellyfish are trying to say?
Jellyfish pride, motherfucker!
This looks like a library that's been washed. Kinda like the Dark Tide with the Avianolium. But man, rather than being heavenly, this just seems like it's all depressed and drowning. New note, new narration. It's not a letter, but more like a PSA. We're going into the second trial now. The first trial tested resilience. This one is about decision making. The more effective, the better. So your emotions. Anyway, the challenge is to capture the most venomous jellyfish from the sea, then exchange it with another candidate. So this is a bit of a team challenge. And if you can't trade, your partner wins by default. We see that Cantarella is partnered up with Miss Mute. In this spacious room, it's just you and Cantarella. Her gaze lingers on you. Alright, bet I don't need to read anything else. Look at me!
It seems like fate insists we move as one.
I was just about to goon, but like, I forget that this is how the second trial is meant to work anyway.
In the realm of poison, none can rival the Jelly Rose Medusa.
My ass there isn't. A Phasalia can. You guys are poisoned too, as you've claimed.
There's a Jelly Rose Medusa lying in wait just a little deeper. They tend to be wary when alone, their nerves quick to tingle at the slightest move.
Introverts in a nutshell.
But worry not, I know what to do.
Alright, Queen, the world is yours.
I know this bookshelf well. Today it seems ambitious, hungry enough to devour 2 books at once.
Oh, you're a dirty little bookshelf, aren't you?
Offer it any book, and it may reward your courage.
Cantarella Footpicks album.
Now both past and present are ours. Future lies waiting.
I immediately thought of the rapper.
Sensational.
Frightened away, our lethal yet delicate little friend.
When women talk to me. Oh, we have a new character featured in the letters. Dear Mandragora. In this letter, written by her younger sister Hebanon, she just raises the white flag. It's sisterly love, and Hebanon would rather her sister become the maiden than even think of hurting her. To help with this, Hebanon highlights how she has an ability where her tears are basically poison. No crocodile tears here, her tears will literally kill the crocodile. With this reveal, Hebanon hopes that Mandragora can come up with a way to counter this, so that when they face off, Mandragora can take the dub.
Hebanon, she was such a timid girl. Like a frightened rabbit.
For someone so timid, at least she has a strong heart.
She cried so often. I still remember the day she brought me tea laced with mercury. Tears spilling into the cup as she tried to serve it.
I bet you all that crying accelerated her abilities awakening.
Only through suffering could the girls of the trials steal a fleeting moment of peace.
Everything in this family has to be with pain. To be happy, pain. To sleep, pain. You want to eat? How about you eat these hands?
Forgive me. I shouldn't linger in memories. The present and future that truly matter, wouldn't you say?
To some degree, but the past is also what helps form us. Once again, it's literally what Cardathea taught us. Damn, since when could Cantarella do all that? Oh, but then again, she is Miss Jellyfish. Perhaps her resonator abilities allow her to be an absolute god in the water. Is it me? Or is there a running theme of floating libraries in this patch? And now we've reached the famous curtain physics, which I don't think are currently active for the characters. See, only the lamps are reacting. Wait, let me test this. Okay, I think it's just a Cantarella thing. I'm sure they'll fix the bug.
It seems everyone desires the deadliest jellyfish.
Yes, that's why I'm playing your quest. This note is basically a response video by Mandragora to her sister. The too long don't read. Let's have an honorable duel. It's great that you love me, but we are Phasalias, and we gotta do what we gotta do for the greater good.
Mandragora, just like her name, was a bright yet lethal flower. Oh, please don't misunderstand. Lethal is the highest praise for a Phasalia.
Oh, I'm with you, don't worry. You called yourself the most potent Phasalia, and I was like, scrumdiddlyumptious.
She clung to every teaching of the head of our family, shaping herself so meticulously that her thoughts and her very self vanished, lost to the family's cold framework.
Mandragora really was the ideal Phasalia daughter.
When she served me the scone, dipped in the essence of Jelly Rose, I didn't hesitate to swallow it all.
I'm going to hell if I say this next thing.
She was much tougher than Hebanon, but still, behind her unwavering gaze, I caught a flicker of reluctance, a shadow of something almost tender.
Aww. Well, it's good that Mandragora wasn't completely lost. Alright, what are we doing next? Huh? Why stop me?
Seems like this little one is ready for a duel, trying to take your life with its venom. But I despise unnecessary fights. Hand it to me.
And I despise seeing you get hurt. No, I don't want to give it to you.
Nothing to fret about, dear. I've long since made my peace with poison. This jellyfish, a remnant of the past, can't harm me now.
Press X to doubt. Oh, The headaches. We are Kira memeing again.
You have such a kind heart. Always ready to take on burdens, even while carrying your own.
When you've got powers like Rover and you don't go above and beyond for others, I feel like anything bad that happens is on him.
But some weights belong only to those who've already weathered their storms. So, let me bear this one.
We'll go in circles, so you know what? Come on, Rover, let's believe in Cantarella's strength. Why is this poisoning process weirdly such a spectacle?
See? I'm fine.
A dude missing his arm can also feign a smile. Doesn't mean they're fine. Yeah, she's not alright. Even Rover can tell.
Come now. We've more to uncover.
Ah, the sisters died. Come on, man. Shout out to Annis, though. The non-blooded Phasalia makes it to the final round. Ah, but the darkness keeps continuing with these trials.
I can smell danger.
I'm in danger!
Let's look closely and see what new presence lingers here.
The new presence is probably the quest's final boss. We're at the third riddle now, the final performance.
Peers wouldn't grant me mercy, and I never intended to blindly follow rules that were never meant to be kind. I earned my place, my own way.
Wait, did Cantarella duke the system or something? Is that what she's implying? Prepare yourself. Jeez, okay, we're in the final arc now.
Brace yourself.
Behind this is the deep water zone.
And what, you think I can't swim? The doll's lifeless face stares at you as a prickling unease crawls up your spine. Man, people with phobias of mannequins, good luck with this quest.
Final performance begins soon. Hat unfit. Bring the round hat.
Okie dokie. But for real, why are we doing fetch quests right before the final boss? See? The jellyfish poison is hurting you. Sure, you made your peace with it, but your body hasn't apparently.
No, it's merely some old memories resurfacing. Don't worry, I'm quite well.
I'm sure we can all relate, actually. You know when you're just doing something and then suddenly you're reminded of a really cringy memory and you just... Oh, a bizarre poster announcing the final performance. The two dolls on it look strangely familiar. Well, I know one of them is the doll, but the purple hair. Cantarella? It's the final trial and there are only 2 candidates left. Actually, yeah! The other doll has to be Annis. I forgot because when it came to life that one time, it couldn't speak. And you know who else can't speak? Annis. Gosh, I'm so slow.
At long last, the final performance.
Man, it's so jarring to hear a masculine voice now.
Round hat for you.
Aha! So this is doll Cantarella.
Take them.
So Cantarella gives Annis the round hat, which we know represents the jellyfish Medusa. Is there some symbolism to this?
Odd, but thank you.
Odd? It's odd for Cantarella to help another candidate?
The final performance begins now. Go. The front. Reassured.
The doll's broken words seem to suggest you step closer to the stage for a clearer view. But reassured? Who should feel reassured? You or the doll? The dialogue literally reading my mind here.
The frequencies are too chaotic.
Things feel pretty calm here. But then again, calm before the storm, right?
No worries. We'll try again.
Oh, Cantarella's not sounding good. Oh. Ah, okay, so we see Annis and Cantarella doing their thing. Yes, girls. What's the final performance going to look like? I mean, sure, it's just a normal dance here, but... Oh! Wait, was that Cantarella saving Annis in a way? By chucking her away from the trials? I think that's what we're being told here. And there's the 2 unveiled. What is that? Rover, go after her. Okay, Cantarella's got it. Oh, jellyfish bombs. Oh, don't look at me like that, baby. And she's taking on the monster herself. My ass, we're gonna let her stay there.
You must be Annis.
And based on that scene, you must still be alive?
And also Girl A, who couldn't speak but managed to send me that message.
True! Ghost girl Annis. But I might have lost a source somewhere. How did she send us that message?
You want me to find her, right?
Girl, you don't even need to ask. I'm not leaving without her. Annis, what are you up to? You enhancing our light? Okay. Widescreen. Whoa! Jesus, where are we?
I'll
dare she show up in the town after everything they did?
The people talking. Is this just Phasalia hate from the ignorant masses? Okay, to be fair, the Phasalia's done goof to a lot of people. But man, going back to this environment, the whole vibe of this place feels like Bloodborne. Like a Lovecraftian kind of environment. The giant eldritch jellyfish in the sky, an endless dark sea. This is epic. Run to her without hesitation. Bro, the game won't let me sprint. That's on them.
The Cantarella I know is unbreakable.
Preach!
She will never falter, even if you drown her with all these malicious whispers.
They're just rumors after all. But of course, viewers, we know her as Renasita's true hero and the selfless blessed maiden.
And you certainly won't shake me either.
Roma's been through it times 100. Horrific sonorospheres are just another Wednesday. Aha! There you are. Good thing she didn't start the final battle without me.
All those years of lying and scheming, and what have you gained?
A family that's freed of the Thenodian for starters. You know that no more girls will have to die to the divine trials thanks to her?
You could have walked away from this, Cantarella.
Crazy how she spent nigh every waking moment in finding ways to save the Sentinel.
I still remember the little you, the youngest, the most neglected of all the Thessalians.
So Cantarella really was the underdog success story, but I think I first need to know, who the f*** is this guy?
You loathe our rules, yet they have already seeped into your very existence.
I think it's got a point, because the Thessalians, all the shit they did was to save the Sentinel, and Cantarella, she too continued to do so, go above and beyond to save the Sentinel.
Let go of this burden that crushes you, and you'll be free as air, free to live the life you've longed for.
I guess dude hasn't heard the news yet. They're already free. Sentinel's words, not mine.
My dear lord, I've already gifted you the sweetest of dreams. But why do you still cling to this earthly burden?
Ah, so this is the ghost of the Phasalia head. And as mentioned with the sweet dream, Cantarella was the one that mercy killed him from the Thenodian's influence.
You watched with satisfaction as I climbed over the fallen, ascended the steps to glory, and wore the thorned crown. Was that not enough for you?
Maybe the head is just an evil guy? He loves watching the girl struggle in these trials. Ugh.
Illusions are no match for poison, Cantarella. False bubbles burst. And here we are. The end of it all.
Late head of Phasalia's obsession. Remember the quote, y'all? Bound by obsession till relieved of duty? Is that why he's still here? But the head also brings up stuff about illusions and false bubbles. Okay, what did Cantarella do to cheat the system?
Illusions can also lead to true beauty.
And that's why people take photos with filters on.
Your obsession, corrupted by whispers, has become a shadow over the castle. A deluge of delusions that shouldn't exist in this world.
Right, the Thenodian whispers that affect the Phasalia heads. So like, the devotion to saving the Sentinel was cool, but then with the Thenodian influence, it shifted that devotion to obsession over it. And now here we are? Am I reading that right?
I can feel the pain those whispers inflicted upon you. Allow me to free you from them. Once more.
But this time, it's gonna be an ass beating. Come here! Well, lucky you. I can't get the immediate gratification of walloping your butt. I gotta do a skill check first, I guess.
Weak.
Come on, now I'm waiting on you.
Now is the time.
Time to beat that ass. Ah, so that's what you look like in light mode. Well, in any case, take these jellyfishies. All these jellyfishies. Jellyfish explosion. You like trials, right? Well, here's your one. Survive.
Watch out. The twisted obsession is returning to the shadow.
Ah, back to skill checks. Huh? 2 of them? Oh damn, the Phasalia head's a Naruto fan. Literally shadow clone jutsus. But we good. Double the attacks means double the rate of our lights charging.
Weak.
Free him from the Thenodian's whispers.
Say less? It's go time. He's down for the count, so it's free damage for us. This might not be the sweetest dream you wanted, but hey, no pain, no gain, right? That's Phasalia tradition.
My lord, I offered you the sweetest of dreams and safeguarded your legacy when you departed.
Alright, so perhaps the previous Phasalia head wasn't bad. The sonorosphere made him bad.
I have entrusted Phasalia's true faith to one most deserving. And the Thenodian's deceptions in the inverted tower have been laid bare.
It's unfortunate he isn't alive anymore. I bet he'd love to hear all of this, because ultimately the sacrifices weren't in vain.
No more whispers shall haunt us. Our children are freed from the cruel burdens of those trials.
Wow, being free is a way different of a ballpark compared to before the quest. I just thought it was freedom from the Thenodian. Nope, freedom for the Thessalians also means no more girls die, no more false rewards, etc.
Now, you too shall find release from the Thenodian's whispers.
As shall all the haunting spirits in this sonorosphere. Ah, and we're back. What a day it's been. Jesus. It's like, it really feels like we just came out of the dark oceans. And who are they? They... who? I don't think I've met any of you before. Did I miss something? Who are all of you? So this is the answer. Yes, Rover, a harem.
Nothing escapes your eyes, does it?
Okay, I actually don't know what I figured out. I used that dialogue as a joke.
We're here, alive and well.
Ah! Chloe, you're alive! Bruh, I did not see this ever. I was convinced everyone died.
In that hellish duel, Cantarella shielded us with illusions.
Oh, so this is how she cheated the system. Well, go Cantarella. She really is the greatest hero of the Arena Cedar patch.
It all started.
Okay, now we're going to see what Cantarella did. How did she duke the system? Let me know these answers.
An elixir to grant any wish.
But okay, first this is a depiction of the trials. Let's see.
We dived into darkness.
With Cantarella being the light. Oh god, okay, yep, so the and then we see the gazes of everyone, the abyss.
But the deep.
And Cantarella is still the shining light.
And ourselves.
Wait a second, who? Okay, I need to go back. Was that Anis? Oh no, did she die?
Tears.
Oh, bro.
Yet the bane gave us sweet dreams.
Oh, okay, so
through the shadows.
They made it out. Damn, look at Cantarella. Beautiful. The light that brings everyone back to the light from the seas.
Once Cantarella took charge of the family, she shielded us, keeping us safe in the castle's depths.
Interesting, but why not just send them back home? If you're the head, no one can question your decisions, right?
The Order's members were always prying, eager to find out the truth. I knew if we went out recklessly, we'd only invite danger.
Well, that helps answer that question. Man, the Order's being nosy in both families.
Though, I really miss my home. More than I can say.
I just realized, both the Montellis and Vesalius had to keep some people securely hidden to avoid the Order.
Fortunately, Cantarella holds the Night of Remembrance every year. With our masks, we can slip away, even just for a while, back to our village.
At least if Vesalius allowed the people to meet back with family. From memory, the people in the Montellis' vault just stayed there forever. Okay, but to be fair, maybe that was their choice. False equivalency type beat, my bad. But on a second note, so it's the Vesalius who fund the Night of Remembrance? Cantarella had been on us since the start?
It's always a great comfort to see Jojo living happily.
Guess I'm gonna have to do it for the one last time.
My dear, from this night forward, you're free to be with your families.
You see how much of a loving sweetheart Cantarella is? Man, you Montelli stands are weirdos.
The gentleman here has solved the riddles. Together, he and I will craft the elixir of revival.
Ah, so that's her outing to enable the girls to properly return home. She solves the riddle, elixir of revival is made, and miraculously the girls are alive again.
Thanks to you, the Order is now entangled in its own troubles, too distracted to reach into the Thessalias.
You know what? The Thessalians and the Montellis have a common enemy. This is how the two families can make peace, by making Fenrico eat dirt.
Most deeply affected by the Thenodian's whispers was the castle. As the Thenodian fell, all these frequencies broke out at once. The long-standing fear, pain, resentment, and repression, all that the whispers had suppressed, burst free, becoming a new cage.
Rightio, so that's how the Sonorosphere came to be. Sorry? Because its creation came from us killing the Thenodian.
I never meant to draw you into this. I was planning to shoulder it all alone. That's why, for this year's Night of Remembrance, I took part myself, and as host I chose Ghost Girls as the theme. My plan was to break through the sea of ghosts, claim that I've solved the riddles and won the elixir of revival, then use it to send the girls home when the Dance of the Dead begins at midnight.
And that's the whole story from A to Z. But it doesn't answer how Anis is involved.
Your arrival, seemingly by chance, was perhaps destined. The letter wasn't my doing, but I think I know who brought you to my side.
So our entire involvement was by chance.
Looking back, my arrogance blinded me. Forgive me for showing you this weak side of myself.
And I'll always say, thank you for being vulnerable with us.
Thanks to you, the elixir was much easier to make. That's why I said a skilled brewer is far more important than the ingredients or the process.
I don't know, Cantarella. I feel like they're all just as important to each other. You need all three in order to make the elixir.
Please accept my heartfelt gratitude. Thank you for being here and for staying by my side.
Honestly, that feeling of being genuinely appreciated for your efforts, it hits different.
You don't have to bear it all alone anymore. You've got someone you can truly count on now.
Thinking back, she really did do just about everything by herself, huh?
You're right. I have one last favor to ask. Could you take the elixir and see the girls home on my behalf?
Reputation problems, right?
The Phasalia doesn't enjoy a good reputation, and some villagers would resist my presence. At this point, causing any complication is the last thing I want.
Bro, she does so much, and she is shunned just as much, and yet she still continues to do good. You are too good for this world. Geshulin, I hope you followed by this example. Sure, the city shunned your ass, but come on, man, for the greater good.
You, however, as the laureate who exposed the lies and turned the impossible into the possible, will carry a weight they can't ignore. If you're the one to handle this, the people will be convinced.
I mean, I get it, but I keep thinking about how you should get your time in the limelight too.
Besides, even if the Order intends to look into this miraculous revival later, your status and capabilities will hold them back.
We defeated a Thenodian, the antithesis to their divine being. Oh yeah, they'll have to believe that I can bring people back from the dead at that point. But speaking of reputations, how do we fix yours?
It hardly matters to me. Besides, it may not be a bad thing for people to stay wary of the Phasalias.
Weary is a bit more reasonable than being prejudiced against.
After all, we're a large family with deep-rooted issues. Change takes time.
She's so rational, she's reasonable, she's regal as f***. What a refined woman you are.
Girls, gather your things. It's time to go home.
Thank you, Cantarella, for everything you've done for us for all these years. Now that we're leaving, you'll be left alone here.
I suspect Cantarella doesn't have many friends in Renacita, although she does have friends in other nations probably.
You should never have had to bear such a heavy burden.
But she does, because she cares. Having suffered herself, she doesn't want that on others.
I still remember what you told me back then, during the trials. You said you wanted to leave this place behind, go somewhere far away where no one knew you, and live freely.
Well, as the Phasalia head, she can't just leave this place behind. But funnily enough, she has gone somewhere where no one knew her, and she can live freely now.
As long as I am the head of Phasalia, no more trials, no more innocent lives caught in this web. My freedom for theirs. A fair exchange, wouldn't you say?
Cantarella is the best character. She really is. Wow, what a line. You can have your opinions, but no, they are wrong. Bite me, Phasalia haters. I'll chew you up and spit you out. I don't give a f***.
It's time to leave, my dear.
Alright, Rover. Let's see how you bring back these girls for the show.
Tonight, all the riddles are solved. Behold, the elixir of resurrection.
Aha! So we're just pouring it on the ground. Oh, what? The hand movements? Oh, touch me more. I'm quiet. Ah, okay. So our jellyfishes will coordinate their revival, let's say. Do people even know that Cantarella is there? Okay, you know what? Who cares about the other people? It's just you and I right now. Ah, this is nice. And the two of us just dance away everyone's gazes.
What a night to remember.
Oh, you're so right, Cantarella. You're so right. Ah. Oh, hey, Annis. Yep, she really did pass. Well, thank you for being able to help Cantarella.
Ah, the strange smell is gone. You smell good again.
And that's how you know Rover takes hygiene properly.
Oh, I had the best dream. I was dancing with all these cute echoes.
But can you dance like the laureate, though?
Am I interrupting something?
Yeah, you are. Read the room, Abby. We had the same problem in the main quest.
Fine. I'll just go take another nap.
Depending on how things go, you might want to wear some earplugs.
It's late. Would you care to come to my castle and rest for the night?
I could goon, but my man Rover, being a gentleman.
Oh, the pleasure is mine, my dear.
Oh, I will never get sick of her saying that to me. Crazy to think that the last time we were in this room, I was totally convinced she was gonna poison me.
Our family's purpose has always been clear. To resist the Threnodian spiritual interference and hold fast to our faith in the Sentinel. The cruel trials were designed to find a maiden with an unbreakable will. Yet, in pursuit of that, innocent lives were sacrificed without question. I can't accept the so-called necessary sacrifice, one that tramples the will of others in the name of duty. It's nothing but living off the weak.
She's so selfless. Every life matters to her. If someone has to be sacrificed, then that's unacceptable. But part of me feels like the only time she'll accept such a plan is if she's the sacrifice.
Though it's important to kindle the flames, none should forget those burned to ashes. Those lives shouldn't have been squandered. After all, we are more than just firewood.
Guess Yulin would like to have a word, because that dude was sacrificing everyone for the sake of victory. But to be fair, leading a very desperate uphill war, it's a completely different ballgame than what's going on here.
To stop the brutal divine trials and secure us the final victory, I chose to become the family head, drawing on every resource available to achieve our goal.
She has quite frankly devoted her life for others. I think I've exhausted all the ways I can praise her at this point.
And then I found you.
Oh, what? The close-up. Rover's a better man than me. I would have been down below hell kinda bad. She must smell so good, bro.
Compared to what you've endured, my hardships aren't worth mentioning.
Bullshit. But maybe that's Kuro's way of saying,
we're gonna make you beyond depressed once we reveal Rover's backstory.
Thanks to you, the days of pain and sacrifice have ended.
Do not undermine your contributions. None of this, and I repeat, absolutely nothing would have been achieved if not for you.
As the head of Phasalia, I must offer you a fitting reward for all the efforts you made.
Come on, I begged you in the main quest. Don't ask me that. I'm beyond gone in terms of human decency.
I, Cantarella Phasalia, hereby offer you the family's entire legacy, every elixir and every hidden secret.
This must be what they call selective attention, because I only see one dialogue option right now.
This is our home now.
Oh, the Jets knew what the f they were doing there. Oh, that scene was a madness. If I do not maintain a proper filter, this video will be annihilated by demonetization. And the gaze, look at her. Oh, me. This table's about to get a hole because my dick cannot contain itself to the mortal confines of my pants.
It's been a long day. You deserve a sweet, peaceful sleep.
Now, I must warn you, I will have a wet dream. No ifs. You're gonna need a bucket and a shovel to clean up the mess I'm about to make. Bro, I feel like a baby here.
Now, close your eyes and rest. Good night.
And that was Cantarella's companion quest. Wow. Once again, reaffirming she really is one of the best characters in this game. If you made it this far, I'm so sorry you had to see that side of me, but I feel like you guys might have been more entertained by it all. If you enjoyed what you saw, would love a like and subscribe, and I guess we now wait for patch 2.3. Catch you guys later.